But I never had a complete understanding of who a nurse is. So it was just my mom that encouraged me to go for nursing. But what actually strengthened my decision was when I got involved in a road traffic accident shortly before my senior school certificate exam. So I was hospitalized. So that was when I had a clear picture of who a nurse is, and that was when I made up my mind to be a nurse. I trained in Nigeria, Osun State School of Nursing, Osogbo in Nigeria. I graduated 2008, maybe about 15 years now. So I specialize in anesthesia in the UK. I've never practiced as an anesthetist, but I've got a bit of experience in intensive care in the UK. 2020, so about 3 years now. Coming in, I didn't have much of a challenge because I have the full understanding of what is required of me, what I need to do, the exams and the processes. I have a good understanding of them and I'm confident going through them. I think the only challenge I had then would be probably traveling with my family and a bit of a financial pressure on that side, and it was during the lockdown, and so that constituted a challenge. But other than that, I think the major challenge is the weather. Socially for me, it wasn't too difficult in the sense that I've got a couple of friends in the city where I am. So I had that soft landing. I've got a church family here as well. So even though we had to isolate for I think about 2 weeks at a time, but we had a lot of people supporting us and interacting with us. And the moment we came out of isolation, we had a lot of people taking us around the cities and putting us through where necessary. Opening bank accounts, getting accommodations. It wasn't a completely smooth ride, but compared to what it used to be then, I think it's a better experience for us. It was a very difficult moment for me because I was coming from a different background, a different body of knowledge, and unfortunately because of the pressure of the pandemic, you really don't have that luxury of somebody spoon feeding you and putting you through on what and what to do. So they really want you to just come in and get started immediately. So it was quite difficult. You know what to do, but you don't know how to go about it. So it's a lot of challenge, to be honest with you. But we managed to scale through. Then I joined RCN as well, Royal College of Nursing. Immediately after my registration with UK Nursing and Midwifery Council, so I registered immediately. They're always there to support not only professional issues, even issues relating to your housing and accommodations or whatever issue it is that concerns you. They're always there to offer support as well. Those were the main ways I went through to it. Then my managers and a couple of people also at work, they were there to help me, even though they couldn't do as much as they would have loved to because of the pressure of the pandemic. They were out there to offer their help. I registered independently as a private candidate. I had a 10-day notice to prepare for my OSCE, and to the glory of God, I passed. I just encourage anybody, you can do it. You don't have to be afraid, you don't have to be scared of it, and you don't have to panic. You are first of all a professional, that's why you are here. You can do it, and that is what I'll tell anybody preparing for any level of the examination, either the first level of competence, which is the CBT, or the practical one, which is the OSCE. Once you have the confidence and the right materials with you, then you can do it. So before coming on the platform that I was, the founders recommended that okay, there's a body called RCN that can always support you. As a matter of fact, they made it clear that it's risky for you to be practicing in the UK without being part of a union, because you never know when you get in trouble. So that was actually, it was the fear of trouble that made me join initially. As soon as I got my PIN, the first thing I did was to join RCN. I think maybe the next day, even before I started working, I joined the RCN. RCN has been very helpful to me. They've got a lot of resources that can help your professional development, and I try my best to take advantage of that, because I've never practiced as an intensive care nurse before. Even though I have an anesthesia background, it was completely different when I started in my unit. And like I said, I don't have that luxury of people spoofing me and taking me through what in the ABCs of what I needed to do. So I had to do a lot of self-directed learning, and I found the RCN libraries and resources quite helpful for me. So that builds my confidence and my competence in what I was doing. There are moments that you need to do some form of reflections, or I've had to write a statement at the point and I didn't know what to do as well. So I called RCN and they were able to walk me through it, and I was quite happy with the support. Recently, I moved into more of nursing education side. So I'm currently a professional development nurse for pre-registered nurses. So I oversee the development of student nurses, their placements and their learnings as well. I facilitate trainings for them and the education of pre-registered nurses. So that's beyond what I do now. And I'm also a learning and development, RCN learning and development rep for my trust. A lot of things, especially in the nursing practice, there are a lot of things that I thought I knew, but it ended up that you still have to go over, you have to relearn, you have to unlearn at different points. And I wish I had known that, okay, probably when you coming into the system, you are starting afresh, because I was coming with a lot of confidence and a couple of years of experience as well. But irrespective of what you've achieved or where you're coming from, you have to start the process on the right again and just work your way up the ladder in that way. So it's quite challenging and a bit demoralizing at the initial stage, but we accepted it and moved on from there. I feel more fulfilled. I feel like I'm contributing to a broad organizational goal. So it's a good feeling. I feel I'm part of a working system. So I'm contributing my own quota in one form or the other, which is good. Then we all know that the NHS is having a tough time currently, and you as an individual playing your own role in sustaining the system. So it's quite fulfilling. And in my current role as well, you being able to shape on the upcoming generation of nurses, it's also a fulfilling part of my current role, which I'm quite happy with. I was part of a major project for the recruitment of international nurses, and incidentally I happened to be the first to resume in my previous trust. So it was quite challenging for me. I had a lot of difficulties as well, not knowing what to do. You don't know who is who, and people coming after me. Now they've recruited over 200 people under the auspice of that same project. So, and they asked me a lot of questions. So I've always been there to support them when there are problems and troubles as well, they run to me for advice, and I've been trying to help them in my own little way, just to make sure their own transition is smoother than mine. And one of these days, I was just on the Facebook and I saw the adverts becoming an RCN rep. So I read through the roles and I felt, okay, this is going to help me to help other people. So when I contacted the regional office, then they encouraged me that, okay, this is possible. And they put me through some trainings as well. And that has really been a major part of my development. So I've always been there to signpost people to support and helps when they need one, and be there to represent them and speak for them. I'll tell them to go ahead, to go for it. It depends on your motivation. You can come in as a steward, you can come in as a learning rep, you can come in as a safety rep. So you can, whichever way you can do it, and it offers you a platform to support others, help not just the international nurses, but being part of another person's career development, being there for them when they have challenges. It's something I find very rewarding, and for your own personal development as well, your leadership development, the role is going to really help you. And there are a lot of resources to help you, there are a lot of trainings for you, there are a lot of conferences that are going to equip you as well. You'll be better for it. So if you have the opportunity, I'll advise anybody to take it and embrace the opportunity to be a rep. Be confident, be proud of yourself. You are first of all a professional before coming here, so don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Be bold, be confident, know what you are doing, know when to seek help, and be motivated. If you don't know anything, at least you must know what you want and what you don't want. So take advantage of all the supports you got around. The RCN is there to support you. You have a lot of supports in your respective organizations as well. What I've observed here is, if you don't ask, you don't get. So if you don't know what to do, you should know where to go. So open your mouth, let people help you, and seek support where necessary. If you need advice with career progression as well, open up and you will always get answers. My main challenges when I started was communication in the UK, and especially in the healthcare system here. It's more than just understanding English language. Okay. There are a lot of things that come into it, and it can be very depressing when you are lost, and that sense of belonging, you can lose it easily. You can lose that sense of belonging when you can't really interact. You don't really make sense of what is going on around you. Because when you say toilet, they say you. When you say pants, they say quids. When you say smoke, they say fag. When you say maybe nausea, vomiting, they say sickness. I remember the first time a patient told me she was feeling sick. I was confused, because in my mind I was like, come on mate, I know you are sick, that's why you are here. Because to me, to be sick means to be unwell. So if you are telling me you are sick, I know you are sick, this is critical care unit. Another colleague came in and I saw them running around to get a vomiting bowl and trying to help the patient. And at the end, I had to think over it for a couple of days, 2-3 days. I was still thinking about it. Is something wrong with me? But the answer is no. It's just communication gap. Take your time to understand what the system is all about. You're there to guide other people and make sure everyone else have a smoother experience.